Okay. So, despite the fact that I don't really like the music too much for this particular chapter, I do like the fact that they make variants of the chapter music in songs and combat and stuff like that because it's pretty good. I like it. I think it's right. You gotta use the mouse.
Okay.
I was like, damn it, dude. Why is it? Why can I not move? Right, right. It's a mobile game. Use a mouse. Tap and go. All right, we're here with the second part of it. I hope I can probably get it done before maintenance shows up. They gotta change out the filter in my apartment. So they say, but the last time they were supposed to do that, they didn't do that, and they just left the filter on my door. So, yeah. I really hate those enemies too, those seahorse ones. Dead. Super. I do really like the visual effects for when things blow up. Like when it's on fire, big old ball of fire, and then you got the wind code with the giant little green gas, and then electric and water splashes all over the screen. It's pretty cool. I like that. It's a tiny little detail.
Come on, let's go.
I was like, man, I'm really glad I started at high combat power, and then I realized, yeah, I'm well below combat power. Not really, but yeah. I guess if I was doing a quote-unquote challenge run where I didn't have any bonuses on my overload gear, it'd be a problem. Bink. Wow, that crane. I'll say that crane just like, yeah, it just looks weird. Yeah. Cool.
Is it enough for fighting?
Machine guns make it so easy. So easy, even a caveman can do it. Oh man, that commercial was so funny.
I'll do my best.
I guess I could swap horse that way. We can get some variation and stuff.
I was just getting into the groove.
Actually, I wanted to see that because they had the new visual thing, but I didn't really understand it. Also, I didn't care enough to try to understand it. It's like, you know what you can do with charged weapons? Get rid of the charge effect. Goddamn, her weapon is so badass. Yep, let's take out the fodder. It's important. The boss is not on screen or anything, by the way. God. Yeah, the boss isn't on screen or anything. Let's just take out the fodder first. You know what? I'm okay with that because don't ask me. I don't know. Jesus, how does she heal that? Oh, that's right. Emma's effect, the life drain. It's kind of interesting that that actually works that way.
Next. Approximately 10 meters to the right. Got it. I'm fine. It's been a while. We've been together since our squad was formed. Of course. You don't often find people like her. I told you before how we mine for ore, right? This may sound strange coming from me, but if we wanted to, we could rob those places blind. Large groups are down in those mines at the same time. Snagging a few gems would be exceedingly easy. I'd be lying if I said I'd never considered it. But every time I got serious about it, Hammering stepped in and stopped me. She'd go on about how we need to have pride. Even if we were on the edge of starvation, we must never lose our pride. Having said that, since we're Nikkes, we'd never actually starve, so that works out nicely. She can be frustrating at times, yes. This is a prime example. Right now, because of her principles, she's willing to put herself on the line for people she barely knows. Like I said, frustrating and foolish. Yes, she certainly is. Almost to a fault. So, that's why I need to save that silly fool. She's been like this her entire life, wearing her heart on her sleeve. If someone as good as her were to die in a forsaken place like this, it would be too much to bear. No, that simply won't do. She has to go on living, so that she can prove the way she's chosen to live her life isn't foolish after all. That's why I have to find her.
Don't cry. We'll find her. Promise.
I know.
Commander, from now on, it might be wise to refrain from... No, never mind. I think it will be fine.
The unknown is approaching at high speed. She's opening fire!
What? Commander!
Oh, good. The commander got shot again. Wow. I was wondering when that was going to happen again. Plot armor. I was looking at Drilly, and the only thing I could think of was like, dude, I like her drills. Because I don't know if anybody's ever played the arcade game, but there's an arcade game called Battletoads. And when you play as Zitz and you beat down a rat that's on the floor, he finishes off the final. He delivers the final hit with a drill. His hand turns into a drill, and then it just drills right into the rat's face, and then just completely obliterates the face. So every time I look at a drill, it's like, dude, I'm always reminded of that finishing move from Zitz. I'm pretty sure it's Zitz. And then my thought process was like, huh, she knows Vesti and Unwa, I'm sure of it. Because she's part of the itty bitty titty committee. But see, some tiny titties, they sure as hell jiggle a lot. You want to see jiggly titties too? Go play Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game.
Okay, moving out.
Seems like almost every single female in there has some jiggling udders, dude. It's insane.
I'll do my best.
I wonder if Drilly is a machine gunner, because it'd be pretty interesting. Probably not. I'm probably looking at something like a rocket launcher, which I'm alright with, I guess. If I have to look at the two charge type weapons that we have now, I would actually have to say rockets or launchers are probably better. And the only reason why I say that is because of the fact that they have the ability to hit things AoE. Snipers don't. Snipers are just plain terrible. I've tried to actually make very good use of any and all snipers, but they're just They're horrible. They really are. They're just plain goddamn horrible. So we clear that, and then we clear out the base defense bullshit. Open that, and we go through here. Wait. Okay, we opened that up with that. Right, and then we opened that up with that. I don't know why I'm overthinking it. It's not like it really matters. Cacophonous.
Commander! We're beneath the crystal cluster that we were standing on a while ago. The ground gave way to the bombardment. I'm unsure as to the whereabouts of the others. It's my duty. Well, it'd hardly be a good thing if it were to happen often. That explosion just now was the Unknown's doing. Though I can't fathom why she'd suddenly launch an attack on us. It's a miracle you didn't get caught up in the explosion. Maybe. Anyway, we need to find a way out of here. Can you move? That's a relief. Then let's move. It must have come into contact with the water pooled up on the ground. Yes, based on my analysis, it's not overtly harmful, but may lead to gastrointestinal discomfort if ingested. So I'd suggest you refrain from drinking it. I can't tell which way we're facing, but let's follow the direction the water flows on the ground. This place gently slopes toward the Harmony Cube, so I'm willing to bet the others are heading in the same direction.
You're up.
Huh?
Come, follow me.
What?
Guide you.
Why did you open fire on us? Or rather, why did you target the commander specifically?
Giant crystal wanted to absorb him. Holes in his shoe.
The crystal chamber hid in this pile of crystals, and tried to absorb the commander by making small holes in his shoe?
That's right. I knew you'd understand. I don't know. Never seen a human get absorbed before. Move. It's dangerous here. Let's move.
Gastrointestinal disorder.
Are you in danger?
AKA gas. She said duty. Okay, I got it. I missed this one. Okay, there's a fucking target right there I need you to take care of. Thank you. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna... Yeah.
A little more. I can do this.
Yep, that happened. That's what I get for laughing at something as stupid as she said duty. God damn it.
Excuse me.
Ah, fuck.
Sorry to break up. Keep the momentum going.
Okay. This is what I hate. It's like they're not focusing on that, so I'm guessing it's either supposed to be, yeah, you're supposed to either have the player take care of that problem, or I don't know. Can you take care of that? Thank you. Great. Thank you. I'll have to take control of this because apparently you're just bad at doing your job. Take that out. And take that out. and that needs to go. Apparently not. We need to take that out, and then that out, and then we'll shoot the crystal in the background because I don't like shit being in the way. We'll shoot this hydrant. It's in the way. We'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. We'll take care of those. And everyone can do whatever they need to do. Yeah. Well, it was only involvement. It didn't hurt. Don't worry. I'm okay. My ankle's fine. That's what I get for just laughing and having my eyes closed. I want to pay attention to the word. She said duty. 5-year-old in me just wanted to laugh.
What should I call you?
Forgotten my name.
Then can we call you whatever we want?
Up to you.
Commander, can you come up with a suitable name? Very interesting choices, Commander.
Grave. Call me Grave.
All right. Where are we going, Grave?
To the cube. I guided them this way.
Right. Thanks. I have loads of questions.
Can't answer them all.
Are you the one behind these crystals?
No.
Then what are you doing here?
Long story. Old story. Faded. Right again.
Huh?
Haven't talked in ages. Hard to talk.
Okay. Why are you helping us?
She rescued me. Kindness, enmity. I will repay them. You're not a human. Humans shout at me. Shoot at me. Be kind to me. The electricity. It hurt. Took off my helmet. And stole coffin. The electricity. It hurt. Light shot out. Cut my stomach. And pierced my head. The electricity. It hurt. If you take photos, more humans will come. I don't like photos. The electricity. It hurt. The electricity. It hurt. The electricity. It hurt. I ran away. Humans followed. Humans. Raptures. Danger. Saved humans. The electricity. It hurt. Other humans betrayed me. So, killed them to survive. You don't shout. You don't shoot. You don't electrocute me. You saved me. You thanked me. You're not a human. But I still don't like photos. Good. Yes. Good.
So her name is Grave. If you look at the helmet, you can actually see it says the word Grave on it, upside down, backwards. That's cool. That's probably why she calls herself Grave, because that word keeps getting displayed. Or her name's just actually Grave. Either way,
I ought to punish you.
new pilgrim in the future. Her name's Grave. Cool. I wish I could be excited about it, but realistically, I'm not. Although she does remind me of... Actually, the only person that she really reminds me of that I could think of, like, that's like her. And I think I said this last time, but it's Nikke from Valkyrie Drive.
You're falling down.
Oh, not so bad.
How did
That's
I
pretty
do?
cool. These little detail you can see right there in her helmet. That's why she calls herself Grave. It's short for gravy. Which, to be entirely honest with you,
Okay,
I am not a
rolling
big
to-
fan
do I
of
need to go there?
on my mashed potatoes. Brown gravy, probably. But if you mash potatoes, you're a monster. You don't do that to a potato. Oh shit, that's gonna be really loud. My bad.
Reloading as soon as I can.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've lived on the street before, but I've lived closer to the interstate. That was like years ago. I rarely ever heard I rarely ever heard sirens in my last apartment when I lived in this city. Now that I'm living in a different apartment, a little bit further down, I figure it's not going to be so bad. And I remember the lady telling me, she's like, "Are you sure you want to live near the street?" I'm like, how bad could it possibly be? And it's not bad. It really isn't, especially since I mostly have my headphones on, so I don't ever really hear anything. I feel more than I hear anything, and that's because I live on the second story of the apartment building. I can tell you this much. I guess supposedly there's a old lady living below me, and she slams her door hard. Which I just don't understand. Why the hell would you need to slam your door so fucking hard? If the door is bad, get maintenance to fix it. But apparently I think that people don't really care for other people. And it's even the people that are right next to me and right across from me that feel like they need to slam their fucking door.
I'm going.
I think it's just one of those things, just, I want to be annoying, so I'm going to slam my doors. Like, do you really need to do that? Like, even when I close my door, I actually turn the knob, and I pull on it, and then I just let go, and then I pull again, so that way I know that the door is actually closed. From some stupid reason, I'm not entirely too sure whether or not this is how people's upbringing is, but Jesus Christ, do you really need to slam the fucking door? But yeah, living here on this part of the city, it's not a bad place. It just seems to be like, holy shit, it is super busy with like fire trucks, ambulance, and police cars, wailing sirens. It's like, I remember I lived in this town for this city for 6 years before, and it was never this loud. I'm guessing people are just getting hurt more and more every day. I don't know. The other day I was standing outside smoking my cigar, and some idiot was like, he was doing a wheelie on his bike, and I was like, oh, please let it be the day I finally see an accident happen here. I'm sure it wasn't. He wound up being okay. I guess that's a good thing, right? But I'm always kind of surprised because usually when I'm standing outside my balcony, I see a whole bunch of people like hauling ass and speeding and like totally cutting each other off. And I at least hear like 2 or 3 honks a day from people that are just like being just pieces of shit in general. But whenever I stand outside to go take a look at the traffic and eat sunflower seeds or just, get some air or smoke a cigar, not in that order. The traffic just seems so tame. Aside from the occasional teenager that's got like
You want me to go there?
a very loud muffler because,
Moving out.
he needs to have a loud muffler on his truck. I don't know. It just seems kind of like
Me. Trust me.
stupid, but yeah, it's kind of weird that traffic tends to be tame as hell whenever I'm out there, but as soon as I'm inside my apartment or doing something or whatever, I hear like sirens, honking, people being stupid in general. Also, I was in the process of finishing up that Lost sector, but I kind of I got burnt out before I even began. Lost sectors are pretty interesting. At least it's repeatable content, unlike the campaign. Well, the campaign is kind of repeatable content, but it's the hard campaign, and quite frankly, I don't care too much for it.
On my way.
Okay.
But I wanted to get that new cube because apparently it's supposed to be healing proficiency, which I think would be really good.
I ought to punish you.
I can give that to Pepper because Pepper's really, really good at healing. After you max out her stack. It's kind of weird. I've been seeing Pepper a whole lot in Arena, but I don't understand it because she's pretty terrible. I kind of lost my train of thought what I was going to do. I think maintenance might be here in a few seconds.
Is it enough for fighting?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, jeez. I was about to say something and I completely lost my train of thought.
Let's roll!
If you were to ask me if the story's getting pretty good or interesting, not really. I think the story kind of died out for me whenever the Modernia arc was in play, but after the Modernia thing, I kind of didn't really care about anything afterwards. The music's still good, somewhat, but I don't know. I just kind of do feel like eventually the game just, especially around maybe after chapter 22. Yeah, kind of petered out. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right here. We'll continue the story here because I'm pretty sure maintenance is about to be here in a few minutes. So, I probably will be back. I probably will, yeah. Okay, well, probably not. Anyway, for a continuation, I'm going to see if I can try to splice this from the last video or the first recording to be together at this part. I'm going to combine two movies to make one giant movie.
Okay, moving out.
Story time.
Have you ever encountered other Nikkes before?
I remember 3.
That few? How long have you been wandering up on the surface?
Don't remember.
What happened to the other Nikkes that you met?
All dead. Too late. One was human.
I see.
Yes. I have work to do. Long story. Old story faded. Right again. Right. Mission. I forgot that word. What is your mission?
Excuse me?
What do you live for? What do you want to accomplish? What have you done for that purpose? You haven't decided yet. You must. It will define you. It is what drives you to live. Look in the mirror. And what do you see? What do you see in your eyes? We're almost there. Only a bit further.
Commander. Can you take off your shoes for a moment? Commander. Why didn't you say anything? Get on my back. I'll carry you. Commander.
Hold on. I will fix. I have all the medicine you need. A full recovery is impossible. But in a half day, you should be able to move. Apply what's on the lid. Eat what's inside. You'll get better. Stay back. Don't come. Stay back. If you come closer, I'll kill you.
Anachiro. Tell me, what is she doing here? What are you doing carrying around a heretic?
Don't call her that.
Tell me what you're doing with a heretic!
I said, don't call her that.
I won't lose, no matter what kind of audience I face.
Chase, my memory's a little bit fuzzy, but I don't really remember. I thought she got blasted in the head by Red Hood. I guess it's a good thing there's an archive of it, so I can go back, because when it came to the anniversary, I was kind of skipping around the story, because I was kind of busy doing things, but, Yeah, I don't remember too much about the.
I'll reload right now.
Oh, come on.
Raise and rebuild. Let's all help it together.
Whatever. I think
Cover me.
what's her name was fucking around with the aiming. Uh. Yeah, I thought she got blasted in the head. Is that the same chick I'm thinking of? Yeah, I can't remember her name. Cinderella, I think. Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
I can't believe it.
She shouldn't be here. No, she shouldn't be anywhere at all.
Humans are deceitful.
So now you consider me a human? I'm not sure if I should be happy to hear that or not. My weapons aren't doing anything, so I'll have to resort to my fists.
I didn't think you'd be able to swing something so heavy.
Time to die. You're human. She insulted my treasure. She insulted my mission.
If that's what you're doing all this for, then it's my mission to destroy it! Playtime is over.
What the?
Give it back! You cannot allow that thing to exist!
Red Hood? It can't be. It can't be. So, you've stolen the dead. Insulting my mission wasn't enough. You must also defile the heroes of the past. Die. Die and repent.
Anise, here! Don't you move, or we'll blow you to Kingdom Come!
Just you wait. I shall see you dead.
I'm fine. Just exhausted. I don't appear to be overheating like before.
Reppy! Commander! How could we not, with all that ruckus? Did you get into a fight with the unknown? A heretic was inside the coffin? And Rappy used Red Hood? Thought you couldn't use that anymore.
Compared to before, the power. It feels more stable this time around.
You've taken that power and made it your own.
If that's the case, awesome!
But how did you know that what you saw was a heretic? You've seen her before?
I'm certain of it. I even knew her name. Although, I'm not sure how. I can only assume it has something to do with the Red Hood. That was my guess. Where are the others?
They're waiting up ahead.
We found hammering.
Let's go. Come and see for yourself.
Just wow, dude. Seriously, if like the cutscenes were like that instead of what we have now where they're just standing around, I think it'd be even amazing to actually see a story being told that way rather than just the boring standing around BS-ery.
You want me to go there?
That's so awesome, dude. Seriously.
Can I
Manga style told. I would rather stories have that with voiceover rather than just standing around boringly looking bored, actually. Whew, that was a good fight. I'd like to see that animated. Just that section. But seeing Graves' weapon, oh man, it kind of looks like she could be like using a rocket launcher? I can't remember what that box rocket launcher is. It's one of my favorite weapons to use in Saints Row. It has 4 rockets. I can't remember what it's called. M204? It's right in front of you. Just shoot the fucking thing. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Why was the fodder more important than the boss? It's a Bach rocket launcher. I remember because I loved using that weapon in Resident Evil. And in Resident Evil 3? I think it was a purchasable weapon in the Mercenaries. Yeah, that rocket launcher is like my favorite all kind of rocket launcher. Right up there with the other rocket launcher that was really awesome to use in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I think it was called the N47. Such a good weapon, dude. You know, now that I think about it, I don't even remember if Phantom Pain had that weapon in there. I know it had some weapons in there that were kind of repeated, but I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, I forgot the name of the weapon. I really wish I could remember it. I know it's called it looks like a box launcher.
I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
But it's my favorite weapon to use in Saints Row. Or my favorite
Moving out.
rocket launcher weapon.
Come on, let's go.
Cool, great. Toilet hat. But man, I really wish I could remember that.
You came. I'd love to give you a big hug, but I can't move.
You're still in the mood for jokes, aren't you?
How's my condition?
You've nearly been devoured by those accursed crystals. While they haven't quite reached your core, your insides are practically stuffed with them. They've pierced through your back and attached themselves to the wall.
Ah, so that's why I couldn't get up. I thought I was imagining things. So what happens now?
I don't know. It's either you live or die.
Well, I certainly don't want to die.
I know that.
When my arm got bad, I tried to detach it. But it didn't go well. I was too scared.
I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
I understand.
What seems to be the issue? I can't guarantee it if it's completely broken. That should be an easy fix. Give it here. Ugh, give me some credit, will you?
I figured. Just make it quick.
Roger. All right. Here we go. Hang in there. It'll be over soon.
It feels like I'm being stabbed from the inside.
The crystals seem to be affecting the nerve sensors. You fool. It's your own stupidity that got you into this mess.
I thought you liked living that way. Really?
I do. There. You're free. Can you walk?
My body feels really heavy. And it's a bit cumbersome to walk, but I can handle it.
In other words, you can't walk.
No, look at me. It sounds a bit strange when I walk, and my movements are a bit choppy, like in an old video game. But at least I'm mobile.
Please stop saying this nonsense.
Here you are, Commander. You're welcome. Loud and clear. I thought something bad had happened to you. Okay, great. How's hammering? I see. I'll put in a request, but I'm not sure what it'll amount to.
Are we heading back now? Yes, we've accomplished our goal.
All right. I'll lead the way. Fortunately, the crystals aren't expanding like they were before, so we should be able to return safely. The only question is, how do we get back up the tunnel?
Things at the Ark have calmed down, so transportation robots will be provided.
I also set up ropes and footsteps in the tunnel as we came down. It'll be a bit of a challenge, but we should be able to climb up. Nicely done, Drilly. You think of everything. Let's get going. Fragile, you're up.
Okay.
Looks like there's a lot to repair.
Oh crap. I think now they finally decided that they want to show up. Jesus Christ, dude. So maybe I'll have to combine 3 videos to make it to one giant video. Oh right, I got a burst. That might be a... There's literally a fucking target right there on screen, and you decide it's more important just to take cover. Alright, well, I'll have to take control.
I'll reload right now.
I'm not even too sure if it's one of those things. I'll have to take a look at it to see if maybe the mission statement tells me that it's, maybe it's a game mechanic I'm thinking of. Right here, please, thank you. Right here, please, thank you. Alright. Why is Emma the only one that actually has, like, a brain to do something? Seriously. Yeah, let's take out the floating enemies, the ones that are like walking around, not the boss. You know, the floating enemies are much more important. Fuck. Fucking hell, dude. Okay, yeah,
something to
maintenance
say.
here. Fuck. Alright, I will be right
Don't
back.
even think about going back to see the Harmony Cube again. Just drop it. You have no idea what you are going through right now.
If things are getting dangerous, it's best to sever my head. I can't do it myself, so one of us should do it instead.
You make it sound so easy. What if something goes wrong? You might die. But what about me?
Come on, nothing bad will happen.
How can you be so sure? You're being a fool.
Drilly, we may never return to this place. If we don't go back there and do something, someone else may stumble upon it and claim it for themselves. Is that what you want? I've come all this way and been through hell. So I'd like to have something to show for it. For our future. One where we can hold our heads high.
Is it possible?
About half a day. 2 hours is enough. On it. What? Are we really going back? You've become rather gung-ho about this whole search mission, Master.
It's quite striking.
What?
I'll set our route toward the Harmony Cube. However, if Hammering's condition worsens, we will immediately detach her head in return.
Thank you. Even if I die in the process, at least I'll die with no regrets.
Stop talking like that.
Kill! Well, found everyone.
Moving out.
Yay! She's alive. I wish I could actually be pretty honest about happy about seeing Hammering. Realistically, I don't like the character at all. Don't like the design. Don't really care too much for voice work. I mean, I know the voice actress is, but not like I don't like the voice actress herself. I just don't like Hammering as a character at all. She seems very boring. To be entirely fair, though, hammers in a video game have always been extremely boring to use. Whether it's like Monster Hunter or Mario or whatever, it's just... hammers are boring. They really, really are. Oh, that's gotta go. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. It's gonna go. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what it is about hammers. They're just relatively boring. Hammering being a character kind of has that very boring character, I guess, which is why I think hammers are so boring, which, yeah, hammers boring, okay? The character herself is relatively boring.
How did I do?
Yeah, okay, so when you see this video, if you're not planning on watching the commentary, I plan on having 2 videos, one just with commentary, one without commentary. The one without commentary won't be so bad. It's just going to look very splicey and choppy, but I'm going to have to combine 3 videos to make one giant video. Boss, we're under attack! What? Who's attacking us? I don't know. It looked like 2 ninjas taped together to look like one giant ninja. To this day, man, that phrase has never left my head. Every time I think of a big person or a big shadowy ninja, that phrase comes to mind, dude. Season 1 of the Venture Brothers was very, very good. I think it's the reverse effect of what seasons are for me in other shows. Like, usually, like the first season in shows are just plain terrible and boring. It's the second season or the third season is when it picks up. It's usually, for me, it's the third season of the TV show that picks up. For whatever reason, Venture Brothers after the first season,
Okay,
extremely
moving on.
boring to watch. I don't know why or how. It just seems so mind-boggling to me to see, like, how did the TV show go from being so great in the first season to being trash the rest of the season? I'll never know. But usually, like any other TV show I watch or used to watch, it just seems like the first season is absolutely horrible, and then the second season tends to kind of pick up, and the third season is like, okay, I'm hooked. But I'm really probably noticing that, probably because of old TV shows I used to watch. I haven't actually sat down to watch really any kind of TV show whatsoever. And I say that mostly because when I got kicked out of my house when I was 18, I didn't have really any kind of. Are you seriously not fucking done with that boss? Jesus Christ, dude! Seriously, kill everything else off screen.
I'm strong.
Anyway, when I was 18, I got kicked out. I didn't have enough money for cable. I just had enough for rent. Since then, I've never actually watched TV. Anytime I do watch TV, it's usually I'm watching it at somebody else's house, and I'm not really interested in watching TV. It's just, it's very boring.
Looks like there's a lot to
And I remember when I was with my aunt's place, like, Netflix TV shows are extremely boring. And I have no clue why. I counted like 4 pulses. Did I miscount? I guess I did. But yeah, Netflix is very TV shows in general are just generally boring. I can't really get into it anymore. 4, 5, 6. There we go. I can't remember how many pulses you had to count for the snipers. I think it's either 5 or 6. And I keep thinking I'm miscounting. I always thought it was 5. But yeah, TV shows are boring. I can't really get into it anymore. I can't sit down and watch a TV show anymore, I guess is really the summary of it all. Really, where's my mouse cursor? Weak point is electricity, so you're water type. Way to be consistent there, Shift Up. From different boss fight, we got the whole fucking stage filled with wind coated, and then we just.
Yes. It's the lost sector.
It seems to be like this only around the Harmony Cube. Fascinating. The Harmony Cube is a device intended to facilitate the construction of the Ark. It would make sense to lay the groundwork in the nearby vicinity.
The materials all seem to be glass.
You're right.
I think it's to guard off the crystals.
My thoughts exactly. The objective is to construct buildings, but that's no good if they get devoured by the crystals as soon as they're built. So, if you want to prevent the encroaching crystals from interfering, you'd have to use glass as a building material. I think that's their thought process. The building where we found Miss Liverin seems to confirm that theory. However, some kind of error in the calculations caused it to manifest in a remote place.
Can we take some of these?
Are you okay?
Yeah, just a bit tired. I'm okay. This place is amazing. I'm glad I came here.
Let me take a look at you. Okay, good. They haven't reached your head yet.
It seems pretty certain to me by this point, yeah. Although, I don't understand what would be the point of making a city of glass. For tourism? Well, I suppose that would be rather unique.
Everyone? Now that we've seen everything, should we start heading back? This place makes me feel uneasy.
Hold on. I'll just take some of this.
Yes, we should head back and rest. Huh? Wait! Liverin, I knew something was up. Why would you agree to go back when you hadn't obtained anything? Are you planning on giving this to Sixo? No, it's not what you think. You can't take the crystals back. That spelled disaster for the Ark. That place is teeming with food sources for that stuff. It'll be fine. That's why I put them in that glass bottle. I'm sorry, if you'll excuse me. My leg! Gunshot wound? Fragile, did you shoot me? If you're going to spend the rest of your life in fear of Sixo, perhaps it's better that you die. Then you won't have to be afraid anymore. And you won't hurt anyone else either. Oh, wait! Fragile! The crystals are expanding! What? Quick, her head! What do we do with her head?
On it!
You did that with your bare hands?
Check her status.
Her head, it's not on her body.
Pull yourselves together.
There's a bit of crystal at the base of the neck, but the rest seems okay.
Can you remove it?
I'll try.
Everyone! Hammering's body! Oh boy, we've really done it now. Crystals consume electricity, right? Well, look what's above our heads right now. It's a device that uses all the electricity that's been collected. We'd be the best meal it can ever dream of!
So they are going after the Harmony Cube?
The crystals are continuing to expand. They're forming something. It's a crystal chamber. All right, let's do this. Here we go.
I'm so nervous.
Me too.
You too, Miss Troney? Don't you move, Liverin. I'll deal with you when we're done fighting. Although, you won't be able to go anywhere.
Dude, Liverin's a piece of shit, dude. Seriously. I thought Privity was bad and Liverin's worse. Why are there pieces of shit inside Elysium? Seriously. Oh, Crystal Chamber? Again? Okay. This boss. I honestly don't like this boss. It's just relatively boring. I can remember how to fight it, because I don't. We'll pick the second one, so that way I can just deal with the giant ball, not get the debuff. To deal with the giant ball, we don't have to worry too much about anything, because that's how it works. So you get to choose those two. If you don't know how that works, basically it's just oh shit. She wasn't ready to burst, damn it. Basically you kind of want to go with the second option if you got a machine gunner, like Modernia, because you can usually deal with the ball, and the ball I think kind of relies a little bit more on how many damage is dealt, kind of like glasses with the shield, instead of how much damage you do deal. So, and this first skill choice, I believe, lowers your, I want to say, it lowers the, I can't remember the damn thing. It lowers, oh, it gives you a debuff for negative attack. There we go. 30% debuff attack or something like that. It's really, really bad. I wouldn't pay attention. Ooh, yeah. I'm also not really a big fan of the music for this. I just really am not. Okay, there we go. I think the last time I accidentally hit that and I was like, shit! I had to use Scarlet last time since I didn't use Crystal Chamber and I wasn't really a big fan of that. Alright, whatever. I should have just tap shot that, but I wasn't paying attention to see how much damage we were doing. And I don't think there is a core on this thing, so. Ceaseless expansion! Okay, good. I'm still waiting for that other skull to pop up so I can deal with it. Does it go into the second phase?
If we work together, this will be a walk in the park.
Oh, it's dead. Oh, wow. I was not paying attention. Whoops. I was like, damn, it's going to the second phase already? Whoops. I really was not paying attention. Kick ass. I didn't need to switch over to Scarlet or anything. Reusing... Just no, dude. Reusing a boss is boring.
None that I can see.
Roger. Very well. Got it.
There we go. Chapter 30 done. Cool. Now I gotta go back and do all that. Oh god, dude. I completely forgot about those EX stages. Well, that was a very anticlimactic ending. Huh. Oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right here. Just a quick second. Okay. Kind of what I thought, but it's no problem.
Yes, everyone has returned to the Ark after a detailed examination. Save for Hamai.
What happened to her?
Her head is being stored in a special case made of insulating material. She's currently on the surface.
She's up on the surface? Where specifically?
It's far too risky to move her, so we have set up a temporary camp. The location is strictly confidential. Not even I know it. I only know that Drilly made a special request to remain there with her. So now it's just the two of them there.
The bit of crystal left at the base of Hammering's neck meant they couldn't place her in a brain shelter.
If there's no electricity, why hasn't the crystal disappeared?
Small amounts of electricity are always being generated in the brain and body. So, it appears the crystal is moving towards her brain, albeit very slowly.
Things are going from bad to worse.
We are hard at work making a new brain shelter that won't be affected by the crystal. Once we do that, she'll be moved back here.
Moving her here would probably be the best course of action. It's not like there are a whole bunch of people or resources that would be put in danger.
Is there no way to remove the crystals?
There is, by cutting off the flow of electricity to the brain. This, however, would kill her.
What else can we do?
We are looking for a solution. MMR has gotten involved, and they are sure to come up with something. Fortunately, the crystals don't appear to affect the nymph as ordinary corruption does. Given that the crystals are a physical entity, I am confident they will be able to resolve this situation.
I certainly hope so.
I have not received any news on her, other than that she is being held in the detention facility. Enoch is having difficulty in reaching a verdict since she failed to commit a crime. When Liverin was arrested, there was an incident in which Fragile caused a disturbance. After being struck by an incapacitating round, she was placed on house arrest.
Do you think Fragile really intended to kill Liverin?
She probably made the decision after having a talk with her.
What about electric shock?
They're busy writing reports. Once they're done, they'll probably be rejoining you.
They are the only party involved in this incident that got out unscathed.
That's true.
They reached a conclusion a short while ago. I'll read their statement. The crystal region has been deemed excessively perilous. Nothing from these areas is to be utilized in any way, no exceptions. In addition, leaving these areas unchecked has also been deemed dangerous. Therefore, the area will be eradicated. That's all.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure they'd try to get something out of it.
That shows just how dangerous that place is. If one minor slip-up ended with a single crystal entering the Ark, it could spell doom for us all. Various methods are being considered. But one thing is for certain. Absolute will head to the surface and execute the mission.
Oh.
The Special Commando will also be participating.
Oh.
The burden of being good at your job, I suppose.
Grave is probably still up there.
I'd say that's a safe bet.
I won't let her get away next time.
It's just as Liverin said. There's nothing. The only thing we have to go on is that name, Sixo. And even that is most likely an assumed alias. Like a nickname on the internet? I think it's something like that. We have an important mission ahead of us, so hold off for now. I'll continue looking into Sixo, and I'll let you know if I find anything.
Ugh, no thank you.
Do you think Miss Hammering is okay?
She'll be fine.
I feel bad for everything she had to go through.
Yeah.
Do you think those crystals could become a substitute power source?
No, they lack scalability. Besides, the risk is too high.
We didn't end up finding anything during this search mission.
We hadn't counted on finding something that quickly anyway.
I know, but still. It would have at least taken the sting out of how Miss Hammering and Miss Liverin ended up.
It's okay. We can always try again. Because I know you're not the type to give up.
You're right. I'll never give up. I will show everyone what the real sky looks like.
I know you will.
Just a second. I got a message.
Who was that?
Spam. I still can't believe such a thing still exists in this day and age.
Huh? Who is it? I'm done for.
I'll say. Well, that's the newest chapter for you.